guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be chatting about some of my favorite beauty products from the month of March. I have tried a lot of things this month. There is a bunch of stuff that's going to be coming your way in my currently testing, I think I might now be calling it testing 10 series. So that's going to be probably coming to you guys next week sometime. But today we're going to be talking about some other discoveries, some things that I've been using. Most of the stuff is actually new to me that I was sent or that I picked up this month after I'd already filmed that video that I really fell in love with. So I hope you guys will enjoy these little mini reviews and hearing about why I'm so into these products. There's also one fail, one thing that I really was not so into, which I think is also helpful to know. But for those of you who are new here to my channel, my name is Lauren. Thank you so much for coming, hanging out and chatting beauty with me today. I do upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so I hope you'll subscribe, come back, hang out with me again in the future. And in the meantime, let's get into my monthly favorites. So I actually just wrote a blog post about these guys that's going up today, Wednesday. So if you want to read more about these, I will link that for you guys in the description box. I have a ton of stuff linked there, so you should check that out sometime if you haven't ever popped that guy open. But these are the Emil Cordon Cashmere-On lip pots. They did send these to me to test out. They wrote me like a really lovely email just saying that they liked my content and they wanted to send me these as like freebie under no obligation or anything like that. These are very expensive. They're like $42 for a lip balm, which probably seems kind of insane unless maybe you've seen like the $60 By Terry Balm de Rose lip balm. Like that is extra insane. But I will say these are beautiful. These are absolutely gorgeous lip balms. They feel super luxurious, very hydrating. They smell delicious. This pink one is rosé champagne scented and the white one is white coconut cake. Even my husband, who does not like lip balm, like he does not like it if I have lip balm on, he does not want to kiss me because he doesn't like the texture and he doesn't like the way they smell. He kind of liked these, so that is saying something. So again, if you want to read more about these, I'll link the blog post. But I think if you're looking to splurge on something and you want to really pamper and like treat yourself, they are really, really nice. And they are huge, huge containers. Like you get a lot of product in here. So it is going to last you a fair amount of time. Like the shelf life is like 2 years. So as long as you finish it up within 2 years, maybe if you think about it that way, $42 isn't so bad. Speaking of lip products, I actually just watched Emily Noel. She did a video about these lipsticks, and I actually have had this one sitting on my vanity for a while, and I have been using it over the last month. And when she said she really loved this shade, I was like right there with her because I think it's really beautiful. This is the shade Burnished blush of the new Color Riche Shine lipsticks from Loreal. The packaging on these are really pretty. It's kind of almost like, it's plastic, but it looks like almost like cut crystal with like a little gold belt in the center. Burnished blush is just this really beautiful pink shade. I actually just threw it on because I needed to touch up my lip product, so that's what I'm currently wearing. And I think it's just a really glossy, fun, pretty, springy kind of lip product. So I would say if you haven't seen her review, she got the entire collection of these and swatched them all on her lips. So it's very helpful if you're trying to decide on a shade. So I will maybe like throw that video up in the cards for you guys if you want to watch it to see the rest of this collection. But the formula is really nice. I've really been enjoying it. I have so many lip products. I don't really need to pick up another one of these. If I did, I maybe would get a nude shade. But all in all, I'm happy with Burnished blush. I think this is really pretty and I understand why she also liked it so much as well. So a couple of weeks ago, I went to a Bare Minerals event with my friend Stephanie in New York City. It was a lot of fun and they gave us some stuff to take home and try out. They did give us their new Bare Pro concealer. Now, you guys know if you've been watching my videos, I am kind of obsessed with the Bare Pro powder foundation. I love that one for every day. It works really well with my oily skin. It makes my pores basically look invisible and it does not get shiny on me throughout the day. It's super easy to touch up, super easy to apply. I like it a lot. So I was kind of excited to try the concealer. I will say the concealer is not a fail for me by any means, but it's not my favorite. It's a stick concealer and I find that it's too dry on my under eyes. Like it gets kind of creasy and a little bit weird. I do like it to kind of spot conceal on my face, but I feel like if I put on a little bit too much, it gets a little cakey. So in general, I like it and I'm probably going to use it, but I still prefer my like liquid concealers for my under eye and for general concealing on my face. But what I did really love that they gave us were their new Gen Nude blushes. I took home this shade called Peachy Keen. Oh my god, I've been wearing this so much lately and I am kind of obsessed. It is a really beautiful peachy kind of coral shade, and while it looks really intense in the pan, when you apply this to your skin, it's just like the most beautiful natural flush. It does have like a tiny bit of a luminosity to it. It's not matte, but it doesn't look shimmery or like glittery on the skin at all. It just looks healthy and like radiant, and it's not like it's something that's too overdone. Like even though this is a vibrant shade, it doesn't give you clown cheeks. It just goes on beautifully. I am obsessed, and honestly the whole range, they had it there at the event for us to look at. It was so pretty. I had such a hard time picking just one to take home because they were all gorgeous. So if you are looking for a new blush, these Gen Nude blushes are very, very easy to work with and really, really beautiful. They also gave us the new Gen Nude Patent lip lacquers, I think is what they're called. They're basically like a full pigment gloss. So they're very shiny, hydrating, but you're gonna get that full color opacity like you would with a liquid lipstick. The shade I've been the most into is called Pout. It's this sort of mauve-y nude shade. Oh my god, this is so pretty, and I've gotten so many compliments whenever I've worn this because it just makes your lips look like juicy. It just makes them look so beautiful. It's extremely long wearing, but it is kind of on the stickier side. Like it's one of those glosses that really stays put on your lips, but that being said, you're gonna kind of feel it. Like it feels a lot thicker on the lips than a lighter gloss would. So this may not be everyone's cup of tea, but I actually really like this a lot. The other shade they sent me is #LifeGoals. Steph, I know you were kind of eyeing this one. And this is nice. It's maybe a little pale as far as nudes go. I think with this one, I probably would wear like a lip liner underneath it and kind of mix them together so I didn't have like such blanked out looking lips. But it is a really pretty shade of nude. Like it's a nice sort of peachy nude as opposed to a more like gray or mauve tone nude. I don't know. So anyway, these are really nice. Really been enjoying them. Would recommend if you're looking for that sort of full color glossy lip. So I got lucky this month when it came to my BoxyCharm. So we actually got some pretty nice products this month. We got a really cool palette from Pure that was like exclusive for BoxyCharm. I actually did enjoy that one quite a bit. I created a look with it the other day that was super colorful and it was a lot of fun. But the thing from that box I actually was the most into was the Pretty Vulgar blush. This one's in the shade Hush Blush. And it's a really beautiful sort of like nude pink color. Like it's that sort of like dirty pink that I think looks really flattering on a lot of skin tones. The other blush a lot of people got, I think it was called Prim Vixen, and it's like a purple, like a bright fuchsia, hot pink purple kind of tone, which is way less everyday wearable and definitely not for everybody. So I felt very fortunate that I got like the neutral shade because I think this is beautiful. It's very long wearing, very smooth. This one actually does have quite a bit of pigment. I kind of have to go a little bit lighter with this to build it up, otherwise it will go on pretty intensely, especially like the product itself. It's very soft, but it's kind of powdery and it's, you know, it's just very, very pigmented. So you kind of have to be careful with what brush you're going to use or you're going to pick up way too much of this. But in general, I think the formula is really nice. I'm glad like the value of this is worth more than what you paid for the box itself. And that was just one of the 5 things we got, which I think is so awesome about BoxyCharm. Well, the packaging on this is so pretty. I love the like sort of vintage feel of it. I honestly haven't ever owned any other Pretty Vulgar products. Have they sent us? No, you know what? They did send us one other Pretty Vulgar product. I am lying. I am a liar. I have a lip, like a liquid lip that's metallic from them that they sent in a previous box. So this is my second Pretty Vulgar product, but I've never actually purchased any of their stuff myself. And I feel like they were super hyped. Like when they launched, everyone was kind of all about it, and then they just kind of died down and no one really has been talking about them anymore. But they seem like they have some nice stuff. So hopefully they'll keep, you know, launching things, and maybe one of these days they'll kind of come back into the limelight in the beauty world. Speaking of the limelight, let's talk about this guy for a second. the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam Palette. You want to talk about hype? This guy right here has been getting a lot of love lately, and that is for good reason, because this is a beautiful flippin' eyeshadow palette. Now I know it's neutral, it's definitely not groundbreaking as far as like the color selection is pretty standard. It's very warm toned, there's a lot of like really pretty kind of terracotta and orangey shades, but that being said, I feel like this is such a perfect palette for spring, for prom, for bridal looks. Like that's what Norvina basically said when she created this, was that she wanted to make a palette that could be like a makeup artist standard in their kits, that if they needed to do like that soft glam kind of look for their bridal clients, like this would be the go-to palette. And I totally get that like from this, because it's definitely got those vibes where you could go really dramatic and sultry, or you could just go like very soft and ethereal. It kind of gives you a lot of options to play with, which I really like. And the formula on this is beautiful. I never actually purchased the Modern Renaissance palette. I don't own it. So for me, that made getting soft glam a lot easier, because I think if I already owned Modern Renaissance, considering everything else I have in my collection, this would feel that much more superfluous. Like, I got a lot of eyeshadow. Do I need this? No. But like, because I haven't bought an Anastasia palette since the self-made, like over 2 years ago, I kind of wanted to try this newer formula. And since this formula is supposed to be the same as the Modern Renaissance and not like the whole deal with the subculture, I was kind of like, you know what, I really want to give this one a try, because I feel like this is a very me color palette and I could see myself getting a lot of use out of this. And I have loved the looks that I've created with this so far. I feel like the mattes are like butter, they blend out really beautifully. These metallic shades are like ridiculous, like bronze. This gold is just like, oh man, it is so stunning and foiled and beautiful. I also really like the shade Fairy. It's so soft. It's just like creamy and almost like just feels like silk to the touch. It's really, really beautiful. This shade Glistening, I feel like is almost a little bit more of like a sheer duochrome kind of shiny beautiful shade, where if you want to just kind of create like a subtle shimmer as opposed to like wham bam metallic brightness in your face, that one's really nice for that. So yes, just all in all, I mean, I understand the hype as far as quality goes. I think this palette is very, very well done, and I can understand it being a favorite for a lot of people. I can also see not needing this if you have a very extensive makeup collection already. It's not, like I said, the most like groundbreaking, unique eyeshadow palette. It's just a very standard, beautiful palette. I really enjoy it. I actually think for my One Palette 3 Ways series for April, this is the palette I'm going to use, because I've done a couple of like older palettes recently, and it would be nice to do something that's a new launch. So in case you guys are interested in getting this, or if you're looking for some inspiration for a wedding that you're going to, or for prom or something like that, I figured it might be helpful to create some kind of more formal looks using this to kind of show you, just get some inspiration, give some versatility. So if you would be excited to see this palette in that series, let me know in the comments. So something else that I've been enjoying this month, and it's kind of a weird favorite for me because I like it, I think, more in theory for other people than I like it for myself, but I still think it's a really good product. I don't know, it's an interesting one. So this is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Perfector. I did a wear test on my channel maybe like a week or two ago, demoing this for you guys, and I love the way this makes my skin look, but maybe for like 3 or 4 hours, and then I do get pretty shiny. Now, I have very oily skin. This product is not really designed for people with oily skin. It's really geared more towards people with normal to dry skin, I would say. If you're combination but not super oily in those oily areas, I think you would be fine with this, because it makes your skin look beautiful. It does really blur out the look of imperfections and texture, but it's not full coverage. It's more of like a lightweight, light to medium coverage product. So it's kind of got like a little bit more coverage than a tinted moisturizer, and it's a little bit more skin perfecting. It's not just like a lotion. Like, I feel like it really does do what it says and like blurs out the look of like your skin and the texture, but it doesn't cover up freckles. It doesn't cover up every little mark, so your skin still really looks like skin. That being said, it's very hydrating And if you're oily, you're gonna get shiny even if you powder. Like, so for me, wearing this, I feel like it's just more high maintenance. Like, I have to keep blotting and powdering throughout the day or I start to look really greasy. But like, my skin still looks nice. So I will again link that video for you guys if you want to watch my full review on this and see exactly what I'm talking about. But I think for spring and summer, any one of you who has more normal to dry skin that is looking for a lightweight product that's going to make their skin look really nice and healthy, but that's not going to look like a mask, that's not so full coverage, that you can like throw on with your fingers and it's really easy to apply, I think a lot of people are going to really enjoy this a lot. So I would recommend it if you fall into that category, and I'm glad I got a chance to try it. I just unfortunately feel like it's not the ideal product for my skin type. Couple other things to tell you guys about. So I got sent a pair of EIMI lashes this month. So this is the first time I was ever trying out the brand. They let me pick the pair that I wanted to try and I picked out Midnight Symphony. This is what they look like. The packaging on this is so beautiful, and these are mink lashes. I think they retail around $30. Some pairs are $28. I think some pairs are like $30, $32. It kind of depends on the actual style of lash that you buy. But these are very, very high quality. I know mink lashes are not going to be for everybody, especially if you kind of have weird feelings about using animal hair products. But the actual quality of the lash itself, how easily it applies, how it kind of stays on, how it feels, how it looks, these are beautiful. I wore this, there's a look on my Instagram that I did with the Soft Glam palette, and I was actually wearing these lashes, and oh my god, I just love the way it looked. They're very, very full and fluffy and dramatic. I have big eyes, so I need big lashes for them to even really show up on my face. So I really love these. They also sent me their lash glue, which I actually really liked. I like that it has like a brush-on applicator. It's so much easier to actually get it on the band and it doesn't like goop up. And it did hold these guys down pretty darn well, and it was not difficult to remove either. So I was a fan of this, and I actually just won a giveaway that Esqido did on their Instagram. I'm really excited. They just launched synthetic lashes, which is really exciting for those of you who don't want to wear mink lashes. They're called Unison, so you can actually shop those starting today, March 28th, if you're interested in checking them out. I'm not an affiliate. I'm not sponsored by them. I just really like their products. So if you want to check those out, I will be able to let you guys know what I think of the Unison lashes when I get them in, because I'm sure they'll be sending me my like prize within the next week or so. I picked out the style X and O, which I'm very excited about. It looks really, really beautiful. So if you're interested in a luxury lash and you want something that's going to look beautiful, Esqido is really, really nice. They have some beautiful lashes. Yes, they are expensive, but you can wear them over and over and over again. They're going to last really, really well as long as you take care of them. And they look just so beautiful on the eyes. I definitely recommend them. So the last favorite of mine this month is a hair product. Okay, so I've been loving my hair in general this month. I'm so glad that I got it cut. It was like so overdue, and I love the length that it is. I love the way that she cut it, because I can wear it straight like this, or I can wear it wavy, and I feel like both look really, really nice. But I've definitely come to appreciate my hairstyling products even more in the last month, because once you have a haircut, especially when your hair is a little bit shorter, I feel like you can just get more mileage out of your hair care products, especially my volumizing and texturizing products. I feel like actually do more for me now. So I got this sample at some point from Ulta. I honestly don't even remember when I got this. I think it was in one of those like bags of product when you like spend $60, you get like a free gift that has like $120 worth of product, and it was like a big like pink purse type thing. I don't know. I think that's what this was from. But this is the Wella Professionals Root Shoot Precise Root Mousse. This smells so flippin' good. Oh my god, it smells just like that classic delicious hair care product, like a salon kind of a thing. It's really nice, and this makes my hair gigantic when I use it. And I didn't put anything in my hair today because my hair ended up air drying. Today was one of those days where I just like kind of got busy and then was like, crap, I never styled my hair. But on a day when I actually use this and blow dry my hair, I feel like I have so much volume, and I feel like it stays too. Like if I don't wash my hair the next day, my hair still feels like very full. It's really nice. So I've been enjoying this, and I feel like even though this is a little can, like because you don't need a ton of it, it'll last me a while. So definitely enjoying this and probably would pick up a full size when I ran out. Now, there is one fail from this month I did want to tell you guys about, and that is from this brand called High Endurance Cosmetics. It is their BB cream with SPF 25. So this was something that I was sent for free along with their setting spray. And the setting spray, I'm pretty sure, is in my currently testing series to tell you guys about, which I do actually like the setting spray. I don't know if this is a spoiler or not because I really can't remember, but the setting spray was pretty good. I like the way that it smelled. I like the way that it makes my makeup kind of last and look. It's nice. This, however, not a big fan of. This smells very much like sunscreen. It feels very much like sunscreen, and it doesn't really have any coverage. It also is very like pink on my skin. I have a more yellow undertone, and I felt like it wasn't a great match. But like, unlike the Makeup Forever, where even though this is a light coverage, I felt like it made my skin look nice. This I kind of felt like was just, it was too heavy on my skin. This one to me felt more like a traditional tinted moisturizer. It was more greasy, like more of a lotiony texture that just really didn't do anything for my skin. And even when I powdered it down, like put on concealer, tried to make it look nice, within a few hours, so greasy. Like if this made me oily, this made me really oily. So this is definitely just not for me with my oily skin. I have a feeling there might be some other people in my life that this actually could work for, or could work a lot better for, because I do know some people with like normal skin and like no breakouts. I think if you're someone that had like a very even, not like basically like a perfect complexion and doesn't have large pores or oily skin, this could be really nice for like everyday sun protection and just like a little bit of something something. But for me, this just really did not work out. So those are all the products that I wanted to share with you guys today. Thank you so much for hanging out again. I hope this was helpful or interesting, especially if you were interested in checking out any of these products. If you enjoy favorites videos, give this one a thumbs up. I always really appreciate your feedback. And again, if you're not already subscribed and you want to see more of my videos, make sure you click that button before you go. As a side note, if you're digging my makeup today, I will be sharing how I created this look in Friday's video. This is all Pixi products that I tested out from their new Pixi Pretties collab. So much fun. So that video will be coming to you guys on Friday if you want to check it out. In the meantime, I hope you have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.